Hello, classy people. How y'all doing? My name is Wayne Bolden. I am your Speed King. Just sitting here in the studio doing some work for the upcoming weekend, and we ran across this race up at Woodbine, the Princess Elizabeth stake race on Saturday, 7th race. 2-year-old fillies, all Canadian breds, had to be foaled in Canada, and going a mile and 16 on a synthetic for 250,000. Very nice race. I have a real strong opinion, something that I like in the race, and I wanted to share it, put it out into the community. Before we dial into this analysis, which won't take long, by the way, please do us a favor and support us each and every way that you can. Subscribing, ringing the bell, commenting, liking our videos, watching our videos, and of course, donate us as always. Well, this Princess Elizabeth Stakes, 7th race on the card, field of 10, going a cool mile and 16 on a synthetic. The number 1 horse is Broken Proposal, has 1 start, never won. This horse is still a maiden. This horse is by Broken Vow. Mr. Simon is the trainer of record. Ran a real nice race on October 1st at Woodbine on the grass, but still is a maiden. The horse is 12-1, Broken Proposal. The number 1 speed figure is okay. We're going to throw her out, though. We don't like her at all, particularly her maiden. The number 2 horse, this horse I do have some interest in, Mo Touring. Mo Touring has 3 starts and 1 win with $36,000, trained by Mark Cassidy, who has 4 in this race, I believe. And the number 2 Mo Touring is by Taurus. Now, Taurus was trained by Billy Mott, and he actually won the Breeders' Cup Mile on the grass. So Taurus is a very, very nice horse as a sire as well. And Mo Touring, again, broke her maiden back there in June, came back in a stake race at Woodbine in August and ran 5th in a very slow-paced race, and came back September 19th in a sprint as well and ran 4th by 4. I like Mo Touring a bunch in here. Mark Cassidy's horse. The horse is 6-1. The horse is bred by Gary Barber and owned by Gary Barber. By the way, the sire of Mo Touring, the number 2, is Taurus, and Gary Barber was the owner of that horse as well, the Billy Mott trained Taurus. And Mo Touring, to me, is going to get to the front. And this is a paceless race to me, and this horse could control the race. Now, Mo Touring has never been further than 6.5 furlongs. All 3 times on the grass. This horse's rating as a sire, this horse's sire rating and its rating for the synthetic is real high. This is the first time they're stretching the number 2 horse, Mo Touring, out. And there is absolutely no speed in this race, in my opinion. And speed is king, as you know. I think the 2 horse can get to the front and go gate to wire here. I really do. I'm not really worried about the switch from turf to synthetic. They're kind of interchangeable, but this horse's rating on a synthetic, from what I do breeding-wise, is very high. Mo Touring's sire, Taurus, was a turf horse and won the Breeders' Cup Mile at 1 mile, obviously, on the grass. But Mo Touring, I like this horse a bunch in here for a lot of reasons. They're stretching her out for the first time. It's her 4th race as a 2-year-old, and the synthetic shouldn't be a problem at all, at all. Now, the number 3 horse in the race is a horse called Into Touring. Of course, this horse is by Taurus as well, trained by Mark Cassidy. So the 2 horse and the 3 horse are both by the same sire. And of course, Gary Barber is the owner and the breeder. So I have a little problem here, that I like the 2 horse who's, 6-1, and the 3 horse who is trained by the same trainer and the same owner is 5-2. I'm going to lean towards the 2 horse Mo Touring in this race. I think that, she's just going to get to the front and could control this race. Here is the big thing. Rafael Hernandez is listed on both of these horses, the number 2 and the number 3. So, a better thinking would say whichever way he went is probably the better way to go, right? So keep your eye on that as well. Again, the 2 and the 3 is by the same sire. I love the 2 in this spot because I think it's going to be controlling speed here. But again, Rafael Hernandez, who is red hot with Mark Cassidy, they're clipping at like a 25% win percentage right now. Hernandez and Cassidy. So keep an eye on the 2 and the 3. I like Mo Touring. Into Touring is the 3 horse at 5-2, and Mr. Hernandez is listed on both of them. So, better thinking would say whichever way he wins is probably the one that's in a little better position to win the race. But I'm going to go ahead and take a shot probably with the 2 horse. I think there is no speed in this race. There's a lot of deep closers in here. This is the 4th start off the layoff, and I think this horse can control the speed. Control the race with her speed, the number 2, Mo Touring. The number 3 horse, Into Touring, I just told you about him, is 1 start, 3 starts, 1 win, and 1/3. Of course, this horse is a little more accomplished than her stablemate, Mo Touring, the horse that I like in here. This horse has won a maiden race and didn't really run that good in the stake race on the 5th of September, but ran decently well, and the horse is 5-2. That is Into Touring. Mark Cassidy is our trainer. The number 4 horse, Lois Lynn. Lois Lynn has 4 starts, 1 win, and 1/3. Mark Cassidy trains this horse as well. Again, Mark Cassidy has the 2 horse, the 3 horse, and the 4 horse. Lois Lynn, the number 4, speed figures look a cut below these, but she is only 4-1. I guess she has every right to run here. Patrick Husbands is in this orange, so you got a top jock on the number 4, Lois Lynn. There shouldn't be no problem there. The number 5, Super Flashy, is 1-for-1. Kevin Altor is a trainer of record. The horse won over the synthetic from a deep closing position. Speed figure is horrible on the number 5. Super Flashy, 15-1. We're going to throw the 5 off the ticket. The number 6 horse, Swingin' Mandy. Swingin' Mandy has 3 starts, 1 win. And again, the speed figures are really low here on this horse. She's 10-1. I don't like Swingin' Mandy in this particular spot, of course. I'm going to throw her off the ticket. The number 7 horse is another deep closer. Keep It Neat. 2 starts, 1 win. Again, speed figure is like this horse comes from downtown to even get into contention. I don't like the 7 horse here, Keep It Neat, at all. The number 8 horse, Bakshi has 4 starts, 1 win, 1 second, and 1/3. This is the other Cassidy horse. Mark Cassidy has 4. That's right. He's trying to circle the wagons. He has the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 8 here. And Bakshi has 4 starts, 1 win. This horse is by Summerfront. Again, Kimura is in the orange. He's a top rider up there at Woodbine. This horse exit the grade 1 Nathium Stakes at 19th here at Woodbine. Didn't finish 8 by 17 behind To Wild Beauty. This horse is no better than the rest of them. So both of Mark Cassidy's horses, by She, number 8 is 3-1, and the number 3 horse, Into Touring, is 5-2. So I don't particularly care about the 8. You have to use them 2nd or 3rd. The 8 is a win probability in this race, of course, but I'm going to lean to the other Mark Cassidy, who I think is a controlling speed. Bashi is a deep closer. Is one of the reasons that I love the 2 horse in this spot. So again, Mark Cassidy, the 8, the favorite, we get it. The number 9 horse, Mara. Well, Mara is still a maiden. This horse is by Go Zapper. Of course, I'll use this horse in my exactas and tries. That's all we have on him. This is Kevin Altor's horse, the 2nd Kevin's horse in the race, Mr. Altor's horse in this race. Workouts are fairly good on Mora, the number 9, the daughter of Go Zapper. Of course, I would use them use her in my exactas if I play exactas and tries. And the number 10 is Intro. Intro has 3 starts and no wins. So the number 10 horse is a maiden. I'm going to throw him right out. Again, there's nothing about the horse I like. The speed figures aren't that bad for a horse that's never won before. She's way outside in the 10 hole. I think she's going to be wide into the first turn. She's a maiden. She's 20 to 1. Let's throw the 10 off the ticket for sure. So you say, what do you like? Well, in this field of 10, in this Princess Elizabeth Stakes, Mark Cassidy has 4 horses. The 2, More Touring, who I love. The number 3, Inter Touring, who's the same sire as the 2. And the number 4, Lois Lynn. And the number 8, Bashi. Right? So obviously he's circling the wagon. I love the 2-horse More Touring, who's by Taurus, as well as the 3 horses by Taurus, because to me there is no speed in this race. I look top and bottom, and of course behind me, speed is king, as always. I think this horse, More Touring, could get to the front and absolutely control the race. Now the big thing is, I told you before, Rafael Hernandez rides for Mark Cassidy. They're going at a 25% clip, like all great guns right now. And he's listed on the number 2, the one I love, More Touring, and the number 3, Inter Touring. So again, whichever way he goes is probably the horse that's doing better out of that barn. Wouldn't you think? Let me know what you think about that. I love More Touring, the number 2. I hope Hernandez take that one, because I think the horse can go gate the wire on the first time, stretching out at 4th start. As always, down in the description, please see our disclaimer. And most of all, stay classy in everything you do, my friends. And I'll talk to you folks very, very soon. Let's get the number 2 around the track, More Touring. We think speed is king. We think she can speed pop him. And we're hoping Mr. Hernandez takes the 2. As always, let's have a bunch of fun. Tell me what you think about this race. All my Canadian friends up there, handicap, help your speed king out. We love More Touring. We believe the horse can go gate the wire. We like her a bunch. Have a great time over there at the Prince Elizabeth. Stay classy in everything you do, folks.